What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, let's talk about Daisy Ridley. She's back in the news with Disney once again, but it's not related to Star Wars, if you can believe that, you know. So, yeah, let's chop into this real quick, though. Don't y'all sometimes feel bad for Daisy Ridley, or is it just me? Am I the only person that feels bad for this chick? You know, being caught up the way she's gotten caught up with Disney Star Wars, and it's kind of just tanked her entire career. Like, she can't seem to get really, really good roles like that anymore. It's like, it's funny, like Rey is like a big anchor that's tied around her ankles, dragging her to the bottom of the ocean with the rest of Disney Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? It's like her only real crime is being like the face of Kathleen Kennedy's Force's female agenda. That's it. That's all she's done. She's not on social media, constantly pushing some dumbass social agenda, some political talking points. She's not doing that. All right. She never is really out there talking shit to the fans, at least not to my knowledge. I haven't heard her doing any of that. All right. She just gets out here. She tries to act. People are just like, chick, you ain't really a great actress. You know, you got tied up with Rey. That kind of sunk your career. You know, so I kind of feel bad for her sometimes. But look, let's talk about what we came to talk about, all right? So first and foremost, you know that Disney had paid her a boatload of money to show back up as Rey, all right? Rey Skywalker will reportedly appear in multiple new Star Wars films. Daisy Ridley's pay reveal, all right? Now, this is a couple of years back, and you guys will remember the amount of money that she is making is $12.5 million for her Star Wars movie return. And you're scratching your head like, wait, okay, this was like damn near 2 years ago, and they paid you $12.5 million. Like, what is she doing for this money? All right. Because we all know good and damn well that Rey movie ain't happening. All right. The movie where it reported Daisy Ridley's Star Wars Rey movie reportedly put on hold at Lucasfilm. Yeah, that movie's not happening. It's been through multiple writers. All right. You got Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. She ain't even talking about it no more. I think the movie is absolutely dead, and rightfully so. It should remain dead. They need to move on from this character. This is a dead character. Nobody cares about Rey. Whatever money they put into a Rey movie, they are going to lose their ass. All right. But you start thinking, all right, remember, they have $12.5 million apparently tied up in Daisy Ridley, according to reports. So how are they going to make this money? Like, what are they going to do? Well, you know, Disney still has some plans, all right? They got some shit they trying to get off the ground. Yeah, MovieWeb says a new Indiana Jones replacement.
What?
Rumored to be coming with Star Wars actresses' first comic book movie. And yet, that is one Daisy Ridley, all right? Disney reportedly setting Daisy Ridley up with a new Indiana Jones type role.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
Indiana Jones type role. That's what we doing, huh, Disney? That's what we doing with Daisy Ridley, all right? We're going to try to turn Daisy Ridley into some sort of an Indiana Jones.
Are you stupid or something?
Man, some people never learn. Some people just don't learn. Just don't learn, man. What makes you think that we gonna like Daisy Ridley as an Indiana Jones any more than we like Daisy Ridley as Luke Skywalker? Which is basically what y'all tried to do. What makes you think this is gonna work? Why is Disney so bad at this? I just don't get it, man. How many dumb creatives do you have over there? Look, I'm not saying, again, anything wrong with Daisy Ridley. She is not an action star. She just isn't. Maybe this is the stuff that Daisy Ridley wants to play, but Daisy, look, chica, you are not an action star. This is just not your bag. You got to start doing some other shit. I liked her in that one Murder on the Orient Express, that Hercule Poirot. That's your bag. Do that. You do not come off as an action hero. And you sure as hell ain't going to play no Indiana Jones type or otherwise. Look, I guess we got to be happy that they're not doing some sort of a dumbass gender swap with Indiana Jones, all right? Thank heavens for small favors on that shit. But, I mean, come on, man. Indiana Jones and Daisy Ridley, they just don't line up to me. They just don't line up to me. And look, I get it, Disney. This is why I brought it up, okay? Y'all got to get that 12.5 back some way or another. It's like, shit, man, we already gave this chick how much money? All right, man, just throw her into something. Throw her into some shit. All right. But Indiana Jones, I'm sorry, this ain't it. This ain't going to make any more money. All right. Than the last Indiana Jones movie that y'all tried to put together. This is going to be a flop just like that one. I hope y'all not spending a lot of money. But yeah, let's go ahead and read up on what this is. Daisy Ridley is best known for playing Rey in the Star Wars universe, which she is set to revisit in the upcoming film Star Wars New Jedi Order. Yeah, right. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right? Which is currently in development. Hell, that's where it's at. But she may also be up for another exciting role from Disney Studios. A new rumor claims that she may be headlining another adventure film that has been compared to Indiana Jones. Industry scooper Daniel Rickman, Daniel RPK again, grain of salt, guys, says Ridley is now in negotiations to star in an adaptation of Delilah Dirk and the Turkish Lieutenant for Disney. The insider reports that the plot follows the irrepressible and lovable Delilah, a 21st century Indiana Jones on a heist adventure. Deadline previously confirmed that Disney purchased the feature film rights to Delilah Dirk and the Turkish Lieutenant back in 2016. The series, which comes from author Tony Cliff, originally started as a webcomic, but then was turned into graphic novels. The story follows Delilah, described as a female Indiana Jones. Wow. As she wields swords, trained in 47 sword fighting techniques, and battles pirates and escapes on her flying boat while seeking adventures around the globe. Yeah, so girl boss already. All right, it's already sounded like some girl boss shit. 47 fighting techniques. She's a badass. She can't be stopped. All right, she's battling pirates. She's taking people on. Sounds like it's fantasy. All right, flying boat, flying all over the world. They say we'll just have to see how this pans out. Disney has not given an official update on the film since the acquisition. In the meantime, Ridley is set to star in a new romantic comedy movie titled The Last Resort, and it's in pre-production on several other projects as well. Yeah, like romantic comedy, do those. All right, that's fine, Daisy. All right, take care of that. You could do, again, some of the historical fiction and, murder mystery, all of that stuff. Fair game. Knock yourself out. Indiana Jones, nah. All right. I'm not even saying that this is a bad project or a bad idea. Look, I was checking the book out. This is it. Delilah Dirk and the Turkish Lieutenant. And look, no shade to Tony Cliff. This might be a dope story. All right. I just think Daisy Ridley is not an action hero, and she needs to stop taking these roles. And Disney, y'all need to just stop trying to make her a thing. All right. Just, hey, look, let her go and do the acting that she's capable of doing. Action hero, she just doesn't look the part. All right. But look, I mean, this looks like it could be fun. All right. Whimsical, fun type stuff. Maybe it's for kids. I was also thinking of this, man. Is this what, remember we saw this article where Disney is trying to seek original IP to win back Gen Z men? If you think Daisy Ridley is part of this, strategy, think again. You're not going to get men back with female girl bosses. It's not happening. Not in the movies. Guys want to watch the guys do Indiana Jones type shit. So if you're going to do it right. Again, I feel like with Indiana Jones, just go back, cast a new actor, and tell the prequels to Raiders, Indiana Jones, and Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade. Just go back and tell the prequels. Prequel that shit, all right? Not too young. I would probably start him somewhere in his 20s and then have him running around doing adventures with Abner Ravenwood. I think that would be perfect. That's how they should do Indiana Jones. This, I'm sorry, man. And again, no shade to this cat. I don't know him. I haven't read the book. It looks like it's doing really well. All right, 4 out of 7, 4.5, 4.7 out of 5. That's solid. But Daisy Ridley ain't the move. This might work for kids. I think this could be like a dope little kid series. It looks like it's probably for kids. It's probably a lot of fun. Look, again, no shade to bro, but Daisy Ridley, this chick, nah. Not an action hero. Now, if you want to bring the boys to the yard, I'm just saying, Disney. I'm just saying, you might want to go holler at Sydney Sweeney and see if she's available for this project. I'm just saying, man. Look, she's about to play a boxer. What's her name? Christy Martin, right? She's about to be in that movie. So Sid probably has a little bit more range, hard to believe it, than Daisy Ridley. But I think she actually might have a little bit more range than Daisy. All right. Because we've already seen Daisy in an action role, and I'm sorry, she just didn't get the job done. She just didn't get the job done. Plus, Daisy doesn't have the same assets as Sid does. Okay? I'm just saying, Disney, man, you might want to talk to her agent and see what's up, see what's cracking, see if she got some room on the schedule for you. But yeah, Daisy Ridley, nah, man. As an Indiana Jones type, all right, I think this is just a dumb idea. All right. You're not going to replace Indiana Jones with the woman anyway. You should just go ahead and just reboot it, start from there. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. Would Indiana Jones type role for Daisy Ridley work for you? All right. Y'all be excited to see this chick with a little, you know, looking like this with, you know, the hair going and sword fighting with pirates and all. Man, come on, man. I'm sorry, man. That just doesn't work for me. Daisy really is just not that kind of actress. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.